Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. We are from SM Unggulan Arsa Foundation Sukoharjo. As a proposition team in the motion of this house believes that the rapid integration of the generative AI in the industry creative does more harm than good to development of the human artistry. So, ladies and gentlemen, let me clarify this motion first. The Gen AI is a subset of AI learning machine technology that have recently developed the ability to create a content with response of their text prompt, which can range from the simple and short to very long and complex with the mechanism that learned it from data. The generative AI can produce like the image, audio, and a video content, but it's still like using the text-oriented conventional. For example, if you want to create some illustration or also design, all you need to do is just comment the prompts, and the AI will generate it faster and instantly without going through like a process or also effort. The creative industry is a set of autonomous sector whose activities all occur towards the production of intellectual product and also the cultural values based on human creativity. Also in the economic process like the individual creativity, skills, and also intellectual property to produce a goods, service, and services. And all industry encompassing the fields of art, music, literature, and design. In this case, they use the AI to create the products. For example, like there's any animation studio, they're using the AI to help them create the illustration and also entity or something like that, and it is very quickly and also efficiently. The human artistry is a unique expression of the human creativity, skills, and also emotion that resulting in works that depict the complexity of the human condition. It reflects the conscious and irreplaceable application of the ingenuity in the creation of works of art such as music, performance, design, and also writing. The human artistry is a professional who relies on a creative process to produce their artworks. So ladies and gentlemen, what happened in our study school right now? Today, AI is no longer just a tool in our daily life, but in more than that, it can completely works of art without going through the same creative process as the human artistry will do. That's why, just as a proposition team, we believe that the presence of the Gen AI in the creative industry will give a big harm to human artistry itself. So ladies and gentlemen, our goal is clear. We want to fully protect the right of the human artistry itself. For example, like the copyright, the alternative, and etc. We also want to fully protect the right from the principle and also from the urgency. So in here, I will be present two arguments in here. The first one, it will be undermining the well-being of the human artistry and also job displacement. And the second one, it will be raising the public trust. Let's move to my first argument, that it will be undermining the well-being of the human well-being, like the human artistry and also job displacement. Like I said before in my setup, that AI can provide all that we want to do, just like they use the prompts of AI and without nothing progress and also effort, which can shift the people away from the long and also difficult process like to learning some mastering like the artistic skill and etc. And the AI is just like still the existing of data. That's why it will be big harm for human artistry. That's why. Because of why? Because the first one, the possibility that generative AI will result in employment losses in the creative sector is a major of concern. There are worries that the human jobs in fields like a photography, a film design, also literature, etc., will be diminished or abolished as AI tools become more capable of producing high-quality work, which would cause such as experts to lose their job. The second one, when AI can replicate or generate the creative work, it risks the undermining of the uniqueness and also effort behind of the human artistry itself. It potentially developing the artistic skills and also expertise. Even that knowing the reality, the industry creative still using the AI to produce, they help them to produce like the product or etc. And what will be happen? The human artistry will be feel like the not valuable, not needed for right now, and the motivation will be lower, especially when the AI can produce like similar output that they do or the hard work of the human artistry. That's why it's totally more as moral, because the creativity is inherently human and that interesting is to mission to humanize the creative process. My second argument is raising the public trust. It is getting harder to tell what is artificial and what is a real that not using the AI, because AI generated content gets more complex. There are worries about how society idea truth may be affected by this blur of the fact and also fiction. When we lose our faith in our sense of the media, what will be happen? There may be significant ramification for democracy, social trust, and also individual identity, which could result in the distorted of the perception of the reality. That's why, judge, if the human artistry will upload their portfolio or their artwork, the people will be also doubt whether the work is authentic or not, so that in the end of human artistry will be affected by the identity of creation itself. At the end of the day, it's not about just getting better of the technology, but it's about people that slowly being left behind. Because when artists stop being valid, they are don't just stop the creating, but we also lost their stories, their humanity, and also the emotion of the piece of art. That's why, Judge, we firmly believe that this house should stand with the human artistry. Thank you.
Honorable judges, what the opposition can tell you next is just gonna prove us a point, and that is AI democratizes art, which means it won't have any value in the future. So our next argument is copy, paste, and replace. They say Gen AI is stochastic parrot, which means they can only replicate, remix what already exists out there. Those Gen AI cannot create art fully by themselves. They can only choose the best part for each section. Meanwhile, human artistry is different. Almost everything can be used as a reference. For example, natural scenery, mountains, ocean, other arts, another living being, and they're doing it wholeheartedly. That's what makes it beautiful and unique, like Bob Ross did. Every creation shows different emotion. It tells different story. But unfortunately, not everyone, not all people understand art the same way the maestro did. And because of that, some people just don't care about the effort, about the hard work. They just want the result. This is where Gen AI is harmful, because Gen AI will be preferable simply because they cannot be tired, don't have feeling, don't need validation, and it can already give us the same quality of art as the real maestro did. They copy, paste, and replace the maestro. The opposition might say that human brains don't have limit. Human artistry will always be evolved. I agree to that statement, but then it got followed up again by Gen AI. Evolve again, followed up again. It's a circle of hell. Unlike AI that can always keep following up, human needs to rest. That's where human artistry fate is at the edge of the pit. Now let's continue to the next argument. The destruction of future human artistry and the valuation of hard work. Every master, maestro, every high level of human artistry also has been at the first level, the junior, doing some minor tasks, experimenting on their own skin, looking for approval, baby step, slowly but steady, learning and growing. This is what creates, build, shape, makes those maestro. They are not born with it, they are built brick by brick. But now they are getting threatened by the existence of Gen AI. Their minor tasks, their experiment might be worthless because it easily get replaced by Gen AI. What used to be the stairway to success is now gone. Their dream is completely out of range. Almost everything they're trying to do has a big chance of being replaced by a simple prompt. If Gen AI takes everything from the junior, then how are they gonna grow? How there is gonna be the next maestro if there's no path to reach it? But this threat isn't just for them, because the master itself is also being threatened. Being the master doesn't mean you can go ease out. It means you just step into another level of survival, because now they have to fight against Gen AI using their own skill. It's either they outperform them or they get outperformed by Gen AI. They have to show why they are the maestro, proving themselves why their result is better than Gen AI. Otherwise, people will prefer Gen AI because on average it is cheaper, quicker, and more accessible, which means the valuation of hard work. If art can be accessed easily, then it's not worthy anymore. There's no price to it. Nothing. AI is optimization, not discovery. AI works based on the highest probability. It looks for the correct result. So judges, we are proud to propose.
Ladies, gentlemen, and our honorable judges, leading us into the end of this debate. Regarding the previous speakers, as the third speaker, I will prove, is AI truly a burden on basic well-being and right-oriented by human artistry in the creative industry? Well, even if AI is integrated, it doesn't justify the loss of human creativity that the world now has been aligning with it. It's variable from our basic daily activities. Yes, AI assists us, but the usage of AI often may be leading us to dependency and confine humans in every sector, especially human artistry in the creative industry. The high frequency of using AI decreases human natural creativity. So let's now examine the urgency on and impact of AI in this era where the integrity of human artistry and moral well-being are threatened. First, on morals.
They do not even have morals and feeling, knowing that artists express their feelings and thoughts in their fields such as music or art. It's obvious when artworks made by humans are full of emotion that can be felt by people. This genuinely proves that AI cannot replace the core of human depth emotions. Patent mark for proving art purity, no plagiarism or even manipulations. Every artist has their own characteristics in art that differs from others. For example, realism style on Leonardo da Vinci's painting and post-impressionism on Vincent van Gogh's painting, making them unique and easy to remember. Ideas are naturally derived from humans, not AI. AI just develops ideas which have ever really been done by humans before. Have not ever made the original ones, showing that humans will as always be the brainword. On economy, AI is a producing machine where they focused on producing artistry rapidly. Their products produced quickly makes productivity increasing, exceed human capability, losing the importance of process in making. It's now needed in some companies, making companies prefer using with low cost and short time instead of hiring humans who need longer time and higher cost. It reduces job opportunities for humans. Get a summary where the existence of AI is not merely a tool but also a menace for human artistry. It causes creativity commodification and brings human motivation down. Therefore, AI only replicates so it fades the beauty of the human artistry process in making creativity. As a repercussion to intercept artists developing pathway from a novice to a maestro to value hard work and art value in humans. Thus, to conclude, based on this consideration, if even AI gives benefits and increases efficiency, our side still outweighs because we have very strong arguments, greater urgency, larger impacts of AI for recent period until upcoming periods with wide range and a variety of human artistries in the creative industry prospects. And by now, for those firm, clear reasons and evidence, we assertively state to fully support this house. Our side partly wins. Thank you.